Hi everyone, it's me Queenie, aka the Queen Mother, and welcome to Honor Sunday. So before I get into the pile selection for this pick a card, I just wanted to thank you all for your support. Make sure that you're subscribing, liking the videos, and hitting that notification bell so you can be notified for all of my uploads. Also, check out the community tab. That is where I will be communicating with you all and letting you get some updates about what's going on the channel. Also, I've started the question and answer series. So if you would like to send me a metaphysical question and you'd like to get an answer from an ordained metaphysical minister, you can drop down in the description box and send me a question either via email or through the link provided. So, okay, let's get into this pick a card. Well, it's really a pick an image, pick a card, potato, you get what I'm saying. I want you guys to take a deep breath and choose the image that really sticks out to you, okay? Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Sometimes I'm just picking up on part of your story, or you may be drawn to an image or pile because you just need to hear a certain word or phrase for confirmation. So use your discernment. Also, you may be drawn to more than one pile. If that's the case, watch more than one pile's video. All right, so with that being said, oh, one more thing, I have made a TikTok for the channel. So I'll put that down below. My Instagram will be down below. I'm not super active on TikTok, but I do plan on giving you guys some snippets of the question and answer series on TikTok. So look out for that. All right, so once you pick your image, go to the description box, find the corresponding image's number, and that's your reading. I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be how you own a room. This was a requested reading, so you guys keep sending in those requests so I can make the type of videos that you like. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, this is your picture. I'm hearing you're dead to me. Let's see, this should be a fun reading. Group 1. First off, some of y'all may be law professionals or you may be studying law. If you do not study law, I can already tell you right now, you know how to read. And when I say read, you know how to tell somebody about themselves. So I feel like when you walk into a room, in moments where I feel like you guys find yourselves in situations where you're always having to speak up for yourself, but your intellect is really respected and your ability to communicate to others and be the peacemaker is respected. Tell me more about Group 1, how they own a room. I just wanted one card. I have Damsel and Saboteur. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So for a lot of you, you play the dumb the dumb blonde or like the bimbo type of energy. You have really pretty hair, or you use your hair to your advantage. People notice your hair. People are automatically drawn to your face. You know how some people are drawn to body parts? People are drawn to your face. They like your face. Your face is very aesthetically pleasing. Your face could be pretty symmetric, although some of you may have like an eyebrow that's higher than the other, or has a like one of your eyebrows has a different arch than the other. Like your eyebrows may not match, but I'm seeing a lot of you have a very symmetrical face. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. This card is not really resonating with me right now, so I'm going to pull some more, see what they say. Tell me more about group 1. King. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So you have, this is definitely giving me Libra type of energy. Or Leo. Strong Libra. You're very smart. You know the law very well. Even if you don't know, I'm hearing that y'all know like universal law, or I heard common law, but they're trying to show me common sense. So it's like you have a lot of common sense. Your ability to communicate match with your intelligence, match with your common sense is what helps you own a room or stand out in a room, in a crowd. I'm hearing a presentation. Some of y'all must have just had a presentation, a PowerPoint. You had finals. You did something recently where you had to present information to the public. The way that you dressed was really noticeable. Some of you may really like showing your cleavage, or like accentuating your neck, your décolleté. Something about your décolleté is really nice. It's nice to look at. It's very delicate. So what I'm getting is that you're very feminine presenting, but the energy that you carry is very masculine, very direct and focused. You're way more attentive than people realize. That's the movie Legally Blonde. Yes, where the girl goes to law school. I don't really remember that movie, but I know she went to law school and everybody was doubting her intelligence just because of the way that she looked. A lot of you are very fashionable and it intimidates people. I'm also hearing that you guys intimidate men. Oops. You intimidate powerful men. Powerful leaders. You intimidate those in charge. It's like you walk into the room and you ask who's the boss, who's in charge, like who's the boss of this establishment. I don't know. You're just very demanding is what I'm getting. Yeah, and I'm also seeing judgment. A lot of you guys, people feel judged by you. Or you may find yourselves in situations where people are looking to you for the answers, or looking to you to settle a dispute, an argument, or people kind of look to you for guidance. but not like emotional guidance. They look to you for logical guidance. So if there's ever, you may be somebody that in your friend group or in your family, you're the person that is the peacemaker. You could be the coordinator. You could be the person that gets everybody together so that everyone can settle their grievances, or people like you there's something about you where it's like you leave room for a safe space, but you also don't take no shit. I heard honey trap. Honey trap. Honey trap. It's like, you know how to catch more bees. You catch more bees with honey. So it's like, you know that if you look good, you smell good, you're aesthetically pleasing, you have a nice demeanor about yourself, it makes people trust you. It makes people feel like you know what you're talking about. But then I am hearing that some people may be shocked when they realize how serious you can be, or how cutthroat you may be. You're not a very biased person. You see things from both sides, both perspectives, multiple perspectives. This is what makes you really like a diplomat. You could work in law. Protecting your feelings. So, although you know how to read other people, it's hard for people to read you. So, if you ever found yourself in a situation where people were really trying to figure you out, it's hard for people to figure you out. It's hard for people to get inside your brain. And I also heard when somebody hurts your feelings, you give them your ass to kiss, because her bear behind is showing on this card. So it's like when you do open up, it's like people better not mess up their chance to be near you, to like once your guard is let down, if somebody betrays your trust or proves that they can't, like they're not loyal, or that they're gossipy, or you just can't have them in your circle, you're really quick to just kind of walk away from situations like that. You don't like people that you can't trust. It's kind of crazy because it feels like you have a lot of friends, or you have a lot of associates. It's more like what I want to say. You have a lot of associates, but not that many friends, not many people that know you personally, because you're actually very sensitive with 15. Yeah, you could be born on the 15th or the 6th. Loving and trusting yourself. Immediately when you walk into a room, people want, like, they view you as a muse. You could wear your hair up. Your hair looks really good when it's up off of your neck. You have a nice neck. You got some curtain bangs, or you're thinking about giving yourself curtain bangs. Whatever you do, make sure you frame your face with your hair, because your hair is like, it's definitely an accessory. You know how to work your hair. Okay. Creating a new self. I can't show her behind, but see? Y'all could literally be going through your closet, making a Pinterest board, a vision board on Pinterest. Right now you are, look, and she has bangs. She has a straight bang. Some of y'all are thinking about cutting your hair or giving yourself bangs, possibly dyeing your hair. She went from blonde to dark brown to black. You're really good at your makeup. People are really fascinated at the way, like, how good your makeup looks. You don't go overly sultry, but there's something about your makeup that's kind of alluring and a little dark. It's light, but it's still dark. It's like you guys kind of switch up your energy. Let's see. Let me pull my card. How does group one own a room? I got 2. Liberator. Like I said, you do something where you're like trying to help people basically get what they deserve. You free a lot of people from outdated thoughts, but also situations that no longer serve them. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. And see how her hair has like decoration in it? You could wear a lot of head wraps, head scarves, veils, barrettes. You decorate yourself. And we have mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. So yeah, you have a good balance of feminine and masculine energy, and it shows up immediately when you walk into the room. So this is a pretty powerful pile. I'm getting like a femme fatale type of vibe for this pile as well. It's also making me think of in the 1920s, a lot of the dancers and actresses and singers, the entertainers and performers of that time, like Eartha Kitt and why can't I think of anybody else? But it's like, you know how to play up this very fantasy-like energy, and it kind of makes you look, it makes people have the wrong impression about you when they first meet you. But it's like as soon as you open your mouth, they understand who you are a little bit better. But it's also like people get more intrigued because they feel like you have a lot of layers to you. And not everybody can gain access to, especially the more nurturing side of you. So that's what I have for you, group 1. If this reading was helpful, please like the video, comment down below, tell me which pile you chose, and also make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified for my next post, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. This is a requested reading, and today we're going to talk about how you own a room. So if you chose this picture, which I wish it would focus better, this is your reading. I'm already feeling like this pile may, hold on, let me fill it out. And I need to light this candle. This pile is really sensitive to other people's energy. And I'm hearing that you guys like to spend a lot of time in nature because it kind of soothes you. So I'm feeling like some of you look like you spend a lot of time in nature because of the, like, your skin has that glow to it, like you've been outdoors. You can have a tan where you usually have a tan. You tend to have a tan most of the time. You could live somewhere where it's really hot. Tell me more about group 2, how they own the room. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ability to see the potential in everything. You own the room because you know how to reach everybody at their level. So for instance, if you ever walked into a space and you were really overdressed, you know how most people were kind of, everybody's going to put their eyes on you and be like, why are they so dressed up? Or they look so nice. Or that person thinks they're all that type of thing. Like, people have their own thoughts about you. But it's almost like once people get to know you, they realize that you have more in common with them than they may have assumed. So you know how to connect to everybody in the room. You know how to make everybody feel like they're important, and everybody feels really comfortable with you. People feel like they can tell you anything. Oh, my head is itching. Yeah, so people always feel like you're a person that is for all, like you don't have a hidden agenda when you walk into the room. But people do assume that you're very out of touch with reality. You could come from a very privileged background, or you're just around a lot of people where you may not have had a lot growing up either, but it's like you may have had just a little bit more than the people around you. And so the people around you may have projected a lot of their own insecurities onto you. Hedonist inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Some of y'all are vegan. Or you're the person that always brings their lunch, brings their food, brings snacks because you don't eat certain things. You're really funny. You're picky. This is also why people notice that you're very picky. You be picky about what materials you put on your body, what substances you put inside your body. I'm picking up that y'all are really funny about certain things. You have a lot of boundaries. You're kind of strict to, in other people's point of view, you seem kind of strict. So for instance, you could be somewhere where you're socializing with everybody and these people already felt some type of way about you because they judged you before they ever got to know you. And then you do something where it shows the little differences in lifestyle. So you may meet a friend group and you really like them. You guys hang out quite frequently, and then like one day they want to go do something that you don't really care to do, but you go anyway, and you acting funny. That's what I'm hearing. You start acting funny about things. Like you may say, oh, I don't really like this place because it's not clean. I'm seeing a hotel building. So you may go out of town with friends, and friends could book the room, or I don't know. I just feel like you're bougie. Like you could be somebody that's only you've never stayed at a motel. You stayed at really nice places. You don't like being in other people's dirt. You're very funny about things. You're very funny about your body and what you put on your body and what you put in your body. But the way that you take care of yourself is really what helps you own the room too. Some of y'all are very physically fit, agile. You could be a dancer, an athlete, a trainer. You could do yoga, a lot of yoga, where it's like you take a lot of care. You take your self-care very seriously, and you take good care of your temple. Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. I feel like this is more you care about society, but you prioritize yourself first. You prioritize, you make sure that people respect you, basically, and you don't stay anywhere where you're not respected. Some people find this very offensive, but for those who are impressed by your grace and your beauty, they find it very powerful that you can stick to your boundaries or not give in to temptation. Like, you're not somebody that falls for peer pressure. You don't give a fuck who's doing what. You don't give a damn. You're just like, okay, that's great for you, but I'm not gonna do that shit. Tell me more about group 2. Tell me more about group 2, how they own a room. This pile is very similar to another pile. Well, I mean, this is the second pile, so y'all already know. If you were drawn to pile 1, you may want to watch that video, because pile 1 was very similar in the sense that I'm getting that your hair, something about your that's what it is. Your hair smells really good. When you walk past people, not only do they smell your perfume, but they smell whatever you put in your hair. I don't know if it's a conditioner, an oil, a spray, some sort of product that you put in your hair. It really captures, it helps people remember who you are. It's like a signature scent. The lower and higher self. So, in some ways, people feel like you look down on them. Group 2. You make some people feel small. See how she's in nature? You guys really do love nature. She's in nature in this card too. Yeah, I said some of y'all could be vegan. You could be... Okay, so for some of you, it's like you may have friends that eat certain foods and you're like, you shouldn't eat that because it's bad for the planet, and what about this, that, and the third, or blah, 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 blah. You could be one of them type of people. You really care about the environment. You care about sustainability. But I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, it's more trendy. Not trendy. It's like your heart is in the right place, but logistically, your concern may not actually be improving a situation as much as you think. But you still feel like this is a part of your identity. Some of y'all could have grown up on a farm or on a lot of land. Or you had horses. You could, some of y'all, your parents, or you were around, what are the people called who ride horses for sport? Equestrians? You could have been an equestrian or went to an equestrian center. Like, I feel like horses are significant for this pile. Protect your feelings. The same card came out in pile 1. People think that you're very secretive. So some of y'all I'm getting a classroom setting. I feel like some of y'all are in college or you're students. You could walk past somebody and purposely press yourself up against them, or like rub your like butt in their face, or bend over. It's like you do something that kind of brings attention to yourself. I'm also seeing a lot of evil eye energy, so y'all be careful. There's a lot of people that do not like you, or people that are very envious of you. A lot of these people are seduced by you. You have a lot of people of the same sex that want to be you, and they're almost like sexually aroused by the thought of being you or being with you. One more card. How they own a room. You really know how to glow. I said glow. Go with the flow. For better and for worse. Hate nurtured with love. I just told y'all there's a lot of people who, y'all need to be careful, because there's people who are so inspired by you that they kind of hate you. It's like, in order to hate somebody, you have to love them. You have a lot of people that don't like you, they hate you. But it's because they're infatuated with you, they love you, they want to be you. So be careful with that. I'm also getting, for some of you, there's someone in your life that kind of turned you into the person that you are today. And it's obvious when you show up in a room. So you could have been in a relationship that really molded your personality. You know how some people take on the personality of their partner? I feel like for some of you, you could have been with somebody since high school, or you could have been in a very intense relationship where somebody brought out a side of you that was dormant, and now it's very dominant. And it's a very fiery side of you. She's a redhead. I could be talking to some redheads. But she looks like she's about to stab him. And it's making me think of that Halloween movie where the chick, she kept trying to poison her creator because she was bored. she was just really bored and she wanted some excitement. So I don't really know what that means, but I'm sure y'all will tell me in the comment section down below. For better and for worse, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all dealt with somebody that literally, he got blood on his sword. Somebody is crazy about you, will kill over you. But I feel like this is a very toxic type of energy. The type of, it's like a crazy love. You have somebody in your past that almost smothered you with affection and love and attention. But this person was very possessive, or they are very possessive still. This could be something you're just not realizing, or it took a minute for this to unravel. Number 7 could be significant to y'all. Yeah. Well, that's all that I have for you, group 2. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like the video. Comment down below. Tell me which pile you chose and what messages resonated for you. And you guys make sure you're subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you can be notified for my next post. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is a requested reading. Today we're going to be looking into how you own the room. So if you chose this pile, it's because you chose this picture. And I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Queenie, aka the Queen Mother. So let's get right into it. So immediately, the energy you carry, some of y'all have really broad shoulders. They're showing me good posture. Something about how you sit up, like you have really good posture, and that's noticeable when you walk into a room. Yeah, something about your physique. I feel like a lot of you guys have wide shoulders, broad shoulders. How does group 3 own the room? How does group 3 own the room? Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Some of y'all wear shades a lot. You wear glasses. You wear tinted shades. I have Avenger. I have to pull another one. So many of you are very well traveled. If you're not well traveled, you're very knowledgeable about other cultures, and it must be the way that you talk, the way that you pronounce certain words. People may have a hard time figuring out where you come from, because I feel like some of y'all don't really have an accent, or it's almost like, you know, when people are bilingual, their accent sometimes will only come out when they are speaking their native language, but it doesn't show up a lot when they are speaking their secondary language. So I feel like for some of y'all, you could be speaking Spanglish, or you speak French or Arabic, or this could just be like you have a professional speaking voice, but then you have your more relaxed tone and more relaxed language where you're kind of speaking more slang. I'm just feeling like the people feel like you have an accent, but they can't figure out where it comes from, or they don't know how to pinpoint it. So it's something about the way that you talk. For some of you, you learn this other language really early. Slavic, that's very... Let me look that up. I'm sorry, my washer is super loud. Let's see, Slavic. Slavic languages. So you could be from the Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, Russia, Poland, Belarus, Hungary, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, I think that's what that is, Czech Republic, Bulgarian, Macedonian. Whoever's viewing this right now, let me know where you're from, or if you know how to speak multiple languages, educate me on what language you speak, because I feel like it could be a Slavic language for somebody here. So immediately, you make people feel very comfortable when they're around you. You have a childlike energy. Very positive. And people just feel like you have a good relationship with your environment. So basically, you don't put yourself in a room that makes you feel super, super uncomfortable, or even when you're in a space that's foreign to you, you know how to make yourself feel at home. So you know how to speak to anybody. You know how to connect with a lot of different people, different age groups, different cultures, different backgrounds. Like, that's really easy for you. I had another pile that had redheads in it. Some of you could have dark red hair, or you dyed your hair red recently. Tell me more about group 3. That's way too many cards. I'll take them though. Temptation of pleasure, pain and hidden luxury. Yeah, it's really easy for you to just connect with anybody. You also own the room because you will pretty much say whatever is on your mind. If you feel like it's justified, you'll say it. You're very authentic to who you are. Some of you guys show your legs a lot. You may wear shorts a lot of the time. Clothing that really like shows off your legs. So the women in these pictures, you seduce people? I'm gonna have to pull tarot for this pile. Because why is temptation here? Oh my goodness, I just got a whole story. I could be talking to somebody who may have found themselves in a situation that they didn't really want to be in, but they had to do it for survival. That's some of y'all. And it's like you really climbed up the ladder. I could be talking to somebody who's an immigrant. Maybe you were an immigrant and you came to a country and you really had to start over. I feel like you used to have a lot where you came from, but something happened that made you have to leave, like pick up and leave. You were very comfortable wherever you came from because she's dressed in fine linen. Or if you weren't comfortable, it's like your grandparents were well off. Like you come from a good family, but something happened and you lost the family lost their abundance, lost their wealth. I don't know. That's a side note. But people just recognize that you know how to own the room because you're somebody that will outwork everybody else that's in the room. You will outwork everybody that's in the room. And you also are very, you know how to connect. You know how to make connections with people. You know how to network and get what you need. You don't believe in pointless connections. You don't believe in not recognizing that everybody has some sort of utility in your life. Everybody has some sort of useful information or skill set. And I feel like some of y'all, you've been exploited before. So this is why you know this. You learned this lesson the hard way. I'm getting really strong Russian. Look, this woman's a redhead in this picture too. Getting strong, like Russian though. Russian descent. Why is the temptation of pleasure on the table? For how they own the room. Yeah, like you could even be the person where you're kind of scoping out the room, but then you're the person that brings a lot of laughter to a situation. You may even be the one in a new friend group that gets everybody else to loosen up. So in a work setting, I'm getting that you could be the person that invites all the coworkers out after a really hard day or a big project. It's like you're the person that wants everybody to go to dinner after work or go to the bar or just hang out, maybe drink. Go to a wine bar. Go party. And the Nine of Wands and the Hermit. But you're not even really like that. You're kind of shy. But you know how to be extroverted to get what you want out of people. or to make the people around you, this is what it is. You know how to loosen up the people around you so that you feel more comfortable. Because you're very introverted with the Three of Wands. Or you prefer your own company. Clarify. How's the Three of Wands here? Two of Cups. And Justice. Yeah, it's like you just bring people together. That's how you own the room. You make everybody connect with each other. You could be the person that is like responsible for, what is it, public relations, or I don't know. I've never stayed at a job long enough to figure out some of these titles, but it's like you could work in your HR department, or you do something where you're basically trying to keep the peace, but not in the enforcing law kind of way, in the more like, you're not enforcing laws and rules. You're actually trying to get everybody on the same page. You want everybody to get along. You want everybody to connect with one another, so that you kind of are, you're trying to prevent conflict. That's who you are. I could be talking to a Libra. The Justice here. Or a Scorpio. Could be on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. Or is it Scorpio and Libra? Libra and Scorpio. What was I gonna pull? One more card for y'all. This is a very interesting read. I want to say, you know how to keep the band together. That may be significant for somebody watching. Keep the band together. I am compassionate. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. Let me pull one more. Message for group 3. How group 3 owns the room. One more message. I am supported. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. Alright, so those are the messages that I have for you, group 3. If this reading was helpful, please like the video, comment down below, tell me which pile you chose. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified for my next post. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.